Another day, another across the NBA. It's time for the in-season tournament. First day of the in-season tournament, covering all 7 games. Warriors, Thunder already on the channel if you want to check that one out. Link is in the description, or you can just go on my channel. In-season tournament play is every Tuesday and Friday from now up until the first week of December, where we will get to Vegas for the knockout stage and the final happening on December 8th. I'm pretty sure, hopefully I'm not getting this wrong, but I did not have time to fact check this. Let's start with the Bucks against the Knicks. Dame time was phenomenal today, once again in the clutch, helping Milwaukee secure another close win, this time against the Knicks. The Bucks held the lead for most of the game before a great surge by the Knicks and them taking the lead with 3 minutes left, with Jalen Brunson going off for 45 points against this Bucks perimeter defense. And I mean, Jalen Brunson is a good player who has struggled to start the season. He bounces back here against the Bucks. But Dame responded in Dame time, or the clutch time, with this beautiful play call on the pick and roll with Giannis. Unstoppable move, really, when you think about it. Got an end one afterwards, while Jalen Brunson just missed short the possession before to put the Knicks away. Milwaukee's offense is still a little rusty, but their defense picked up the slack. Brook Lopez looked really great with 8 blocks today, and the Knicks also could not hit a wide open three to save their lives for most of the night, so that also helped a lot. Not loving the low amount of pick and rolls we are seeing for the Bucks beside with Dame and Giannis. But I remember when the Warriors got KD and Steph, and the first 15 games or so looked really rusty for the Warriors that went 67 and 15 and are one of the best teams ever, regarded as that, of course. So we'll see what happens with Milwaukee. Gotta give it 15, 20, 25 games to get a bigger picture. The perimeter defense is the biggest concern for them, and that's the biggest worry long term that you can see. Like, yeah, that's gonna be an issue. We'll see what happens with the offense, with Giannis not, being as dominant as he has been so far, with them taking, 25 shots combined between these two, but they got to the line a lot, so I'm not worried about the offense. Interested to see how the perimeter defense shakes out and how the offense figures itself out. Giannis had 7 turnovers to 6 assists today, took 10 shots, like I said. He did get to the free throw line 13 times. For the Knicks, 3-point shooting was bad. They missed RJ Barrett, who has been their best player to start the season, really. And Julius Randle has just been putting up tour dates. There's not other way to put it, man. Julius Randle has been goddamn awful for them. And it's not been fun to watch, unfortunately, for a lot of us also. But we'll see how he bounces back this season. Maybe he's gonna have a great every other season. I don't know. Next up, we go to the Cavs playing against Indiana once again for the second time this year. This time, they finally had their full squad together for the first time this season. Jared Allen was back. Darius Garland was back. Both very rusty, and obviously Jared Allen didn't even play more than 21 minutes. It was evident from both of them that they were rusty. Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley were spectacular in helping the Cavs stay in this game and come back into it after an incredible first half from the Pacers, where they had over a 20-point lead, with Miles Turner having 22 points in that first half. He was sensational. But the Cavs did get back into it in the third quarter, with Donovan Mitchell going off, like I said. And then these teams went shot for shot, and it is a make-or-miss league. Donovan missed a solid mid-range jumper, and Tyrese hit a tough step-back three-pointer to push the lead to 4, and the Pacers did not look back. Great games from Bruce Brown and Buddy Hield, especially Buddy Hield. He was really clutch. He hit some incredibly tough and clutch three-pointers today. And the bench overall was great for the Pacers, with Aaron Nesmith also and Jalen Smith coming in with huge contributions. Great win for the Pacers. And the Cavs hopefully stay healthy and finally can gain some momentum in this season, as they are off to a not so great start. The Brooklyn Nets go into Chicago and get a great win, with Dorian Finney-Smith continuing his hot start to the season. Mikal Bridges was very clutch today, and the bench had a huge imprint of this game. Shout out Darren Sharp, especially for the Bulls. Another disappointing loss. Patrick Williams got benched, came off the bench, and had his best game of the season, so maybe there's something there. But my biggest takeaway is that I'm not sure I want Zach LaVine with the ball late in the game. I want him taking some shots late in the game, don't get me wrong, but I don't want him ball handling and making decisions. That's for sure. And that would be my biggest takeaway from that game. Not much more to say from me. If you want to leave some notes towards some games I'm not covering as much, let me know in the comment section. I would very much appreciate it. The Wizards continue to wizard, man. Besides an unserious first quarter defensively from the Heat and a hot shooting start from the Wizards, also They dominated. Jimmy Butler got back on track after a rough start to the season. He was great. You had another great Tyler Hero game who has been goddamn sensational. He is looking as good as I've ever seen him all around with his basketball play, and the bench was sensational. Before garbage time minutes where the Wizard bench map made this game look way closer than it was. The Wizards have a rough structure offensively, not great defensive players, personnel, and once a set goes wrong, they take a lot of bad shots. It's rough. Bilal Coulibaly was a positive off the bench with 9 points, 3 boards, 3 assists at least. The Grizzlies, man, continued their huge struggle after blowing a 10-point lead with 3 minutes left and losing in overtime to these Trailblazers who are now suddenly in a 3-game winning streak. Their decision making has been poor. Their offense is essentially Desmond Bain or Marcus Smart dribbling way too much, and whatever they create happens, kinda, or at least it appears to me. It's not great offensively to watch, even though Desmond Bain had a really good game and was fun to watch today. He still had some rough turnovers and couldn't make it in the clutch. That is that for you, right? Make or miss league. Pardon me for that. And the defensive identity is just not there. They just don't have the edge that Dylan Brooks brought there, I would say. And of course, Jais also missed hugely, we know that. But maybe Dylan Brooks is a bigger loss than we thought, man. Maybe he really is. And shout out to the Blazers. Shaden Sharp is slowly winning me over here. A great game-saving block. Clutch as hell was also, he hit the go-ahead 3-pointer in the overtime. And Malcolm Brogdon continues to increase his trade value every game. DeAndre Ayton was really great defensively and has been overall really good, man. 16 and 10 today. Offensively, he's not taking as much shots as I would like to, but he's been defensively sensational and looks better with each game. Blazers win 3 in a row, like I said. The Grizzlies still winless. 0-6 to start the season. Lastly, we had the Mavs taking on the Nuggets, and my God, man, Nikola Jokic. What more is there to say about this guy? He makes the game look so easy, man. It's insane. You can't stop him, man. You really can't stop him. You can even hope he misses, because I mean, how can he miss those hook shots, man? He's too good at the game and too physical and to everything, man. And the Nuggets overall are physical, bigger, and simply the better team than the Mavericks right now. The Mavs stayed in this game due to another great 3-point shooting night, which is what they've been doing all season long. Luka did put up his stats, but also 9 turnovers, which were killer, and some Jordan-esque defensive moments. The Nuggets also really feasted in the fast break situations, in which, they got a lot of points, of course, and with second chance points, while just also getting whatever they wanted in the paint, which Derek Lively, hey, as much as I love him, he was not ready for this, but no one really is for the Nuggets. So, besides, of course, Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves, alright. Which, of course, did not help the Mavs today, that the Nuggets lost in a blowout fashion against the Timberwolves the game before. And the Mavs were playing catch-up the whole game, so they made it interesting, but there was never a feeling that they were going to get back into this game fully. So that is that, and that does it for today. Here are the standings for both conferences. As you can see, nothing really, I would say, too shocking so far. And as always, be kind to others, and peace!